brother sins against you, when God says this needs to be and it's not done that way, when God says this should not be and it is done that way. Are you with me on this? Are you with me? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about sin issues here. Here, let me give you some. Here's one. It's about sin. Therefore, putting away lying, falsehood. Now, is that an issue? Putting away lying, let each of you speak truth with his neighbors because we're members of one another. Here is an intentional lie that's put out, and this intentional lie is maintained. We've got a biblical issue here. A biblical issue that warrants a brother sinning against us that needs to be addressed. We're working out muscle here because the church needs to be beefed up for the age we're in. We need to deal with real biblical issues. Here, let me add this. That no one should take advantage of and defraud his brother in this matter. I'm not going to go into the context of the matter there, but this defrauding and taking advantage of a brother, that is indeed a sin that needs to be addressed. It misses the mark that God has in mind. Harmatia is what he uses there. Because the Lord is avenger of all such, and this you've been forewarned about and told about. We're dealing with issues of sin. Coming back. Above all things, let us keep fervent in our love for one another, because love will cover a multitude of sins. I want you to know that there are enough sins to deal with that we don't need to use preferences. But I feel my preferences and I don't feel my sins. That's why we're talking about beefing up the muscle of the church. Because compared to your preferences, what's bigger? God's direction or what you prefer? What's that? God's direction. Anybody voting for what they prefer? Then why do we vote for it so much? Why do we vote for it so much? It's because what we feel. And the bustle of the church has to be beefed up. Are you with me on this? Are you with me on this? Are you with me on this? Hey, I'm going to ask this until I get a good answer from you. Are you with me on this? Yes. Are you with me on this? Yes. Who's not with me on this? Because the church needs to be beefed up for the time we're in. This is a stage that we're on. And we need to give a good and accurate impression of God by the way we deal with each other.